Welcome to the Boston Art Podcast,
Boston's premier art podcast,
where we talk art, culture, and philosophy.
My name is Theodore Earthworms.
And I am Brian Huntress.
Welcome to the show. My phone's just really sensitive.
Yeah, your phone probably does have... I wonder... It would be so insanely boring to learn this information, but I wonder if each little mini microphone inside of every iPhone model is like a slightly different build.
Probably.
Like it's like a different mic in every iPhone, even though they're all like very like you'd never know the difference.
I'd be unsurprised if that were the case, because I feel like small differences between models is like part of their thing.
You know what's funny is that is information that probably is available somewhere online, but it would just be so fucking boring to know that I will never look it up.
Yeah, I won't remember to Google it probably.
So
I will wonder about it.
So you mentioned I'm hungry. I just realized I'm hungry. Maybe that's a good thing, because we're going to get
Ice cream.
We're going to do some summertime ice cream. It's that summer weather where it's completely dark out, but the sun, seems to be still reflecting some light from the opposite side of the horizon. So it's like
It's like a rainbow sky, kinda, but dark.
Yeah, it's like a metallic night sky with like dark clouds hanging.
What day is today? Is today?
I think it's Tuesday.
I was gonna say, I saw a headline that the Northern Lights are coming back on Friday. Maybe that was last Friday. Maybe we fucking missed it again.
I can't fucking believe we missed it. And you were literally like, tonight's the Northern Lights night. Let's go outside. And then I was like, no, it's tomorrow. It's my fault. I really did.
No, because didn't we, like, in the middle of the night go, maybe it is there? And we looked, but it was, like, not the right time. Or was that the next night?
Oh, we did. That was the next night.
We're so fucking stupid. I should have not believed you, though, is the thing. Like, I can't even give you full credit for messing that up, because I was just like, damn, I must be stupid, even though I read, like, 3 articles about it during the day.
Do you want to know why I got that wrong?
Why?
Because some fucking asshole, and I'll never ever be able to find their account again probably, but some fucking asshole random content creator on TikTok 100% posted the wrong date. Like, I know they fucking did, because I got that information where I was like, no, it's tomorrow. Like, I vividly remember seeing a fucking random asshole TikToker post that it would happen on the day that I thought it would happen.
No, the thing is...
And then when I fact-checked that TikToker, they were fucking wrong. And that's why we missed it.
The thing is, I knew that you were wrong, but I didn't care, because I was like, I'll just insist on this later. And then I forgot, and I just, like, we watched TV or something. I just, like, agreed with you because I didn't feel like explaining myself. And I didn't feel like telling you that you were wrong. So I was just like, oh, yeah. And in my head, I was going to be like, no, let's look outside now and show you. But then I just watched Twin Peaks. Or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, sometimes you don't see the Northern Lights when they're available.
You're putting the mic, like, in my nose.
Am I? Sorry.
That's okay.
Do you think there's people that live in, like, Canada and fucking, like, Iceland and shit?
I just don't give a fuck about the Northern Lights.
Yeah, like, it comes out and they're just like, oh, I don't care. I'm gonna go watch Seinfeld.
Probably. I feel like that's how I feel every time it snows. And everybody's like, oh, it's snowing! And I'm just like, shut up.
This is the time of year where it's the weather equivalent to being completely ungrateful that you don't have a cold.
Yeah. Except for the part where there's shit tons of pollen everywhere. I kind of hate that. Yeah. It's like, oh my god, so for the last 2 days, I don't know if this is a universal experience or not, maybe it is post-COVID, but whenever you, like, start getting sneezy, do you also feel, like, a sense of, like, guilt and dread?
Well...
Like you made a major mistake?
Yeah, that's funny. That's like a... Wow.
I've been feeling like that for, like, 2 days and, like, trying to hide my sniffles, and then I came out to my car the other day and it was yellow, and I was like, oh, okay.
Huh.
We're chilling.
Wow. Do you think... You know how there's, like, everyone's been saying since COVID that, like, oh, like, this is gonna... Like, life is never the same again, and this is gonna impact multiple generations and shit. Like, you know what I mean? It's like this massive cultural event that changed everything.
Yeah.
Do you think that same thing happened during the Spanish flu, and it changed everything for multiple generations, but it was just so long ago that nobody remembers that things changed after the Spanish flu?
You know, I know COVID wasn't super long ago, but I already feel a little ripped off by that, because at the time, it seemed like everybody really was being changed, but now it's been like 4 years, almost 5 years, and I'm realizing that there are people who are young adults now that weren't, like, they don't really remember what it was like before that, and don't give a fuck that COVID happened, really. Like, it affected them, but not in the way that it affected, like, me.
Yeah, like, for example, I've thought my whole life that to become a tattoo artist, it was like decades and years of work and climbing the ladder and this and that. Meanwhile, you got tattooed by somebody the other day who literally fucking tattooed for the first time during quarantine.
He actually said it was 3 years ago, so it was like 2021, like late quarantine.
Oh yeah, so it wasn't even fucking quarantine. Some fucking guy. A shout out to that guy. He was awesome. It was a great experience, and he was a great tattoo artist. Portfolio, excellent. This guy's a full-fledged, real...
Yeah, this is not to diminish him at all.
Yeah, this guy's like legit, amazing work, great portfolio, somebody that you would trust to do like a real dope piece.
Yeah.
And the guy fucking started during COVID.
It was years ago.
And it was years ago. What the fuck?
My concept of time is just so fucked since that. Yeah, very weird. Weird things. I also, like, still hate talking about COVID, though, to be honest. Like, I like talking about it, but it also feels like such a drag, even though it's so old. It's very strange to recognize it as, like, an actual trauma, because it seems like, I don't know, this is, like, stupid, but I feel like part of me is, like, ew. Like, that's, like, cringe to say that.
Ew, shut up. Oh, what? That it was traumatic?
Yeah, because it's like, shut up, baby. Like, everybody experienced it. Everybody
shut
in the
up,
world.
Pussy.
But it's also, like, it kind of was.
I heard Cole Sprouse, of all people, say in a podcast clip the other day, I forget what he was talking about, but he just said, you know, when it rains on everybody's roof. And I was like, I love that. I'm going to carry that phrase with me for the rest of my life.
What the fuck? That means, like, nothing.
Well, it means that when it rains on everyone, not just you.
That's not universally applicable.
Well, it doesn't rain on the globe when it rains, but it rains on everybody around you.
I don't know if that is applicable enough to be a figure of speech, like a standalone figure of speech. I think only in some situations it rains on everyone's roof.
Do you think that that was just like some weird thing that he said? Like,
sounds like it.
Like, you know how, like, you ever just like accidentally make up an idiom?
Like, you just say the wrong thing and it kind of works.
Yeah, exactly. Like my mom said one time when I was a kid while yelling at me and my siblings that too much of a good thing is too much or something.
Oh, I've heard that one before.
Well, maybe that is a real phrase, but it was like she was not trying to say that. And it just came out so weird that even though she was yelling at us, everyone laughed.
Too much is too much.
Too much for good. I think she might have been saying all good things come to an end. Which is another thing my mom used to say, like, every day.
Really?
Yeah.
It's very bleak.
Well, it's like,
every day.
Every day she would remind us that all happiness in life dies.
Every day she reminded me of my mortality.
Right. Just a little memento mori.
Too much of a good thing is too much means, like, you can't be a glutton. Like,
yeah,
there's a limit on how much anything is good.
Oh, I'm tired now.
You're just hungry.
I'm just hungry.
And you're probably tired. We stayed up kind of late last night. We finished Twin Peaks.
We finished original Twin Peaks.
We finished Twin Peaks. The revival is only the revival. You can't call it Twin Peaks.
That's true, yeah. The revival doesn't really count as being a part of watching Twin Peaks.
This is the Ben & Jerry's we're going to?
Yeah, why? Is this one bad?
I don't know.
This is the only one available.
Yeah, it's probably fine. It's just, like, kind of a drag, you know?
Yeah, I know. I fucking hate this place so much.
I don't hate Ben & Jerry's. I actually do like Ben & Jerry's. I just, like, don't like the vibes of this parking lot. So it kind of, like, is a bummer.
What about this parking lot do you don't like?
It's just, like, a drag. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, so how about we...
Ice cream.
So, you ever see those people who make TikToks where they're like, this is what I was like, blah, 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 doing during this year. And then it cuts to like 5 years later and they're like, blah, 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 this is me now.
Us before ice cream, we say in unison.
All right, let's say it.
No, he did already.
No, let's do it again. All right. Ready? This is
before,
us.
You fucked up.
We'll start with this.
No.
No, we'll say, this is us before ice cream.
Okay, fine. That's not what I said, but fine.
Okay.
Ready?
This is us before ice cream.
Why
Right.
is the inflection like that, though?
Because that's how you speak when you're making a TikTok.
No, you say, like, this is us before ice cream.
Okay, let's try it again.
Not this is us before ice cream.
Should we... I saw these people... I forget where I learned this, but there's like this game where you try to improvise and harmonize a song with each other. I think we might have done this on the podcast before. Where you just sing the same thing without planning it.
The note or words?
We sing the same song, same lyrics, but we don't plan it at all. We just improvise an entire song. Want to try it?
Riding on the plane in
No,
LAX.
oh, come on. No. It's not. We have to make one up.
Okay, I'm just kidding.
All right. So
long,
sweet summer child, you are alive now. That was pretty good.
That was really funny. Oh wait, we're so stupid. They're closing in like 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Why are we wasting time right now?
Well, also, just so everyone knows, we're not assholes. They close in 45 minutes.
No, 14 minutes. They close at 9:30.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
Oh, fuck. Shit. All right, let's go check. So we are assholes. Sorry.
Well, it's not that bad. It's just ice cream. They'll
Okay.
be done in like 2 minutes.
Cool. This is us after ice cream. Well, it actually isn't because neither of us have taken a bite of the ice cream yet.
I took a few bites.
Oh, okay. So you're... Okay.
This is
I'm really...
us
All right, so tell me about your
You
order.
just
What did you
didn't
get?
riff with me.
Oh, sorry. What did you get?
I got a waffle sprinkle cone
Okay.
bowl.
Waffle sprinkle bowl with chocolate dip.
No chocolate dip.
Well, the cone is chocolate dipped.
Oh, so it's a cone, but it's a bowl. It's like
Okay.
it's like a waffle cone bowl with sprinkles and chocolate dip, and the ice cream is strawberry ice cream, and I got hot fudge and whipped cream.
I kept it simple and got so obviously I got non-dairy. So, but they offered strawberry cheesecake non-dairy, and obviously I had to fuck with that because that is like never available non-dairy. So, anyway, do you think this is how mukbang videos open?
Harmonizing?
No, they like give you the specs of everything they got for the mukbang, and then they fucking just eat it while talking.
Probably. I've never actually watched one.
They're like podcasts. Oh, fuck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We needed this, man.
We do this like every night.
What?
Just like
Eat snacks and chill.
We needed this.
That
We really
is-
earned this.
Yeah, we worked hard for we worked hard for this one, man.
It's been a while. Went to Dairy Queen yesterday.
Yeah. Maybe we didn't work for this and it hasn't been a while. And we also don't need this.
And still deserve it because we're good.
We deserve it. It's so funny, like when you're in line for an ice cream shop, you feel like you're in line like, you know, how you would feel in line at the bank or in line anywhere or at Home Depot. But you at the ice cream shop have so much goodwill towards everybody because they're just a nice person trying to get a treat. Versus like when you're at the bank, you're like, fuck you. Like, fuck you,
I hate
asshole.
you.
Like somebody's like in line with you at Home Depot. It's like, no, fuck you. I don't give a fuck about you, you fucking scumbag, random person.
I'm not thinking that when I'm in
But
public.
then you're at the ice cream place and you're like, everybody here just wants a little just a little treat. Everybody here is a nice person that needs a little treat.
That's how I think about people most of the time.
Really? Like everywhere?
Yeah. Like, these are just people doing things.
I mean, I do that too, to the extent that, like, I'm not, like, mistreating people. But unfortunately, I do carry with me a lot of negativity towards pedestrians and strangers. Where if people, like, try to talk to me, I'm just like fucking, get the fuck away from me. I don't do that, but my first instinct is that this is an altercation.
Yeah, like I'm being attacked right now.
Yeah, like there's a fucking weird person fucking with me or trying to scam me or intimidate me or hurt me or something.
I feel like that too sometimes. It really depends on the context and who's talking to me. And what they're saying. So I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't feel threatened based on who's approaching me unless they act threatening and scary and hostile.
Yeah.
So it's basically the same thing, except they have to be acting hostile for me to be scared.
Is that so wrong?
No. They're completely analogous.
You're like, I'm at the bank and I'm thinking, fuck you.
Related.
Get away from me.
Nah, it's actually not that serious. I'm exaggerating a little bit.
No, I know.
I think I don't know where it happened, but you know what's funny? I can remember before I quit smoking cigarettes, when I was a cigarette smoker, always a I was the guy that would, I'd be buying 2 packs of cigarettes at a time, or I never didn't have a cigarette. Mm-hmm. And I would give people cigarettes a lot, or give people a lighter, or ask for a lighter. So like when I smoked cigarettes, I had regular interactions with strangers.
Yeah.
Almost every day. Like anytime I would be out, you're exchanging a lighter or giving a guy a cigarette.
Yeah.
Or something, or talking to somebody briefly while you both are outside smoking a cigarette. And when I fully quit, no more nicotine, no vape, nothing, all of that was gone. And I do not ever socialize with people in that way anymore. And it's weird because I can remember this like stark contrast when I used to have like meeting a mysterious wizard person like on the street, and you like give them a cigarette and they like talk, and you learn some interesting thing you never would have known because you talked to a random
wizard.
Yeah, like a random wizard type old guy that wanted a cigarette. Like that's gone from my life. And I kind of mourn that a little bit.
Yeah.
Like that's a great reason to smoke. Like you want to meet more people, smoke.
I feel like you could have a similar experience with like customer service jobs too. Like
Right.
if you just are standing in a random publicly accessible location, you're gonna hear some weird shit.
Yeah, that's true. Also, in AA, in my time in AA, when I was a frequent friend of Bill, as they say, a lot of people would talk about the meeting outside of the meeting. Where like the meeting, this stupid, boring, shitty AA meeting would be happening, but then like 5 or 6 like really cool, chill people would all be outside smoking cigarettes and having a way more interesting conversation outside of the meeting. And that was epic. I missed that. That was the only good part of AA. Was just chilling, smoking with some random guy named like Travis.
It's such a random specific name. Like who the fuck is named Travis?
I knew many Travises. At least 2 or 3.
Did you meet them all at AA?
No, just maybe.
That's an AA name?
No, I think I had like a friend whose older brother was named Travis or something.
It's like just like the least generic name you could have said. Me and all my buddies all named Sebastian. Like, what are you talking about?
Sebastian's just honestly the fucking weirdest name there is.
I know someone named Sebastian. They're one of my favorite people. Super nice person.
Isn't
The only Sebastian I know.
Isn't it a French name?
I don't know, but I was inclined to say yes because of the crab from The Little Mermaid, but I don't even think that he's French.
Is he French? I thought that he was like had like a Caribbean accent or something.
That would make so much more sense, actually. I don't... Actually?
What is the character? He's like a lobster from Little Mermaid, is that what you said?
Is he a lobster?
What are you talking about? He's like a little red guy,
He's a little red guy. I thought he was a crab, but he might be a lobster.
Crab.
He probably is a lobster now that you
Are there lobsters in like tropical oceans? Or is that just like a North Atlantic, North Pacific thing?
I know embarrassingly little about the sea.
What? Why would that be embarrassing? What are you, a fucking marine biologist? If a marine biologist didn't know fucking anything about the sea, that would be embarrassing.
I feel like it's kind of cringe to not know where lobsters live. Is that not cringe of me?
It's like the least cringe thing ever.
If
Maybe-
someone said that to me, I'd be like, you stupid fucking idiot. What do you mean?
What do you mean you don't know where lobsters are from? You fucking loser.
You didn't read about marine biology in your free time?
No, I fucking, like, don't really give a shit about, like, nautical things and
I
ocean
do.
things.
I very much do.
Not really big on that.
No, I love that shit. But I also am scared of it. I learned a word from TikTok recently. Have you heard of thalassalophobia?
Is that fear of deep blue sea?
I think so, yeah.
Like fear of, like, being, like...
Being in the ocean.
And, like, a deep depth being underneath you?
Yeah.
What's that one where it's being afraid of tiny little holes in your fingers?
Oh.
Where the... Yeah, can I say something real quick? All right. I think there's, like, the amount of phobias, like, in air quotes that exist. Like, how the fuck is that a real thing? That people are, like, have some fear of things with millions of tiny holes when the only things that have millions of tiny holes are photoshopped digital renderings of a scary image of something with holes in it?
That's not true.
What the fuck has millions of holes? A strawberry?
I don't think it's like that. I think it's like...
A bee's nest?
I think that it is more specific than that in, like, actual application. Like, maybe somebody would be afraid of, like, sores. Or, like weird pockmarks where they're not supposed to be. Or things where there could be, like, bugs in them, maybe. Like, I feel like there are ways that it could make sense that are, like... Like, if it reminds you of wounds, or if it reminds you of, like, insect holes, or, like beehives. You know what I mean? There's probably a fear that is connected to other fears.
I feel like also...
I don't know.
Like,
anything, though.
like, sorry if I'm wrong about this, but... I also...
Barnacles?
Barnacles are pretty scary, just because if you fall on them, it hurts so fucking bad. It's like falling on, like, a pile of razor blades.
Remember the time that we were snorkeling in Miami and I accidentally touched a rock and I suddenly had a burning rash that lasted for weeks?
Yeah. That was literally... Snorkeling in Miami was fucking sketchy. Because, like...
I think that we kind of phoned it in. Like, we were just like, we could handle it, and we almost died.
So, first things first, we had shitty, embarrassingly bad snorkeling gear from, like, Walmart or something.
It was literally from Walmart.
It wasn't real snorkeling stuff.
They were selling it. I didn't know it would cause me to almost drown.
Well, think about it. If you buy a skateboard from Walmart versus if you buy one from a skate shop, if I tried to ollie on a skateboard from Walmart, it would explode and break in half.
Yeah,
just
but we're from
standing on it.
Massachusetts. When were we gonna use a snorkel and flippers again?
Well, I'm just saying that. So we had cheap material. Okay, whatever, acceptable. But also, our fucking near fatal mistake was we thought that it was kind of cringe to wear the flippers. So we didn't wear them because it was like we didn't want to walk around with flippers.
No, you know what?
So we could barely fucking swim because we didn't have the fucking swimming equipment.
No, because you know why? We went... I forget when it was, but the time of... Did we go for the 4th of July last year? I forget. It was my birthday. So it just happened to be really busy. It was like August.
It was like August, yeah.
But we were on the beach, and the only place to snorkel... Because the other thing is, we thought that we'd be able to snorkel just like wherever, and that's not true. Like, you have to go to very specific places to snorkel. Most of them are out in the Keys, and you have to take like a boat out there. So we couldn't just like... We were just road tripping in Miami with like a van, and we're like, let's go snorkeling, and you just fucking can't. Except for this one place on Miami Beach where there's a pier, which was fucking awesome. Highly recommend.
It took us like fucking 2 hours to find parking.
Yeah, there were like 10 parking spots at the whole beach. And we got out there and there were like 6 million people there. So it's like 30 feet between where our stuff was in the sand and where you enter the water. And then you have to wade out till it's deep and then swim. And I didn't want to have long floppy feet and like flap, 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 flap all the way to the water.
Me neither. I thought
like,
people would
I'd
laugh
rather
at us.
fucking drown. And we almost did.
Yeah, because we also weren't really paying attention to where we were going. And I remember just realizing at one point, like just looking down through the goggles, that we were actually in like 15 feet deep of water.
It was deeper than that for sure, because I tried to dive a few times and I couldn't reach the bottom.
Yeah, we were in like actual real deep. But the cool part, it was like crystal clear, fucking beautiful, fish floating by my fucking head. Like it was...
Huge fish,
It was
too.
amazing.
Like fish I've never seen before. I feel like my memory of it isn't even as beautiful as what we actually saw.
Ready? Name 10 fish right now.
10 fish. Let
Name
me see if I
10.
can actually do it. What counts as fish?
Just breeds of fish.
I'm
or
gonna-
whatever. Additions.
All right, ready?
Yep.
Salmon,
Okay.
carp,
Got it.
minnows,
Okay. Fuck, you're doing... Oh. You failed.
tuna.
Tuna. Okay.
Let me think. Just wait, let me think about it. Like, what counts, though? How many did you say? 10?
10.
Fuck.
I need 10 fish breeds.
Now! You don't have 10 fish breeds, you fucking idiot? You didn't study marine biology? Okay, wait, what did I say already?
I don't know.
I said salmon, carp, tuna, minnows, herring.
Okay, that's 5.
I know more fish than this.
You must.
Oh, pufferfish? Pufferfish.
Okay, sure.
Blowfish are not the same thing.
Blowfish, I think blowfish and pufferfish might be the same thing.
Yeah, I think they are. Sharks.
Like, you motherfucker. You fucking piece of shit.
That one has a backstory.
Yeah, we fucking... Our argument the other day where I was saying sharks are not fucking... Wait, who was saying what?
You were saying...
I don't even remember what my stance was, but...
I said sharks were not fish.
and
You said sharks are animals. And I was like, what? No, because I was like... I forget what you said. You said something fucking hilarious, though. And then you were mad at me because I thought it was funny.
Yeah, asshole.
And we finally...
I was saying that a shark is I think saying a shark is just a fish is just reductive and
No,
stupid.
I said they were not fish. You said they were.
I don't remember.
And you were like, so... No, you know what you said? You said it's a spider an animal. And I was like, yeah. And you were like, fish are animals. And I was like, what?
That's not what fucking
Yes,
happened.
it is.
Fuck you. We don't even remember our argument, so
Okay, so
I guess it doesn't really
I'm
matter.
at 7. Am I at 7?
6, I think.
No, fuck you. What did I say? Okay.
Name them again. Start over.
Salmon, tuna, carp, minnows, herring,
Blowfish, you said.
pufferfish, blowfish,
That's
shark.
6.
You have to
That
accept
does not
it.
fucking count.
If you don't count it now, then
I'm
you lose our
talking
last
about-
argument.
No, listen. I'm saying, think of like you can't just be like octopus, whale. No, that doesn't fucking count.
Okay, fine.
You can't just name mammals of the sea.
Okay, fine. What
You
if
have
I
to name
know a
fish.
fish, but I don't know its name?
No, can't accept that.
What if I think I know its name, but it's probably wrong? Oh, sunfish.
Okay, there you go. Now you're at 7.
Are sunfish the flat ones with their eyes on the same
Yeah,
side?
I think so. Actually, I think that might be right.
I feel pretty smart that I knew that. God damn it. I know that I can name 10. Hold on. I just need to think about it. Beta fish.
Beta fish. That's true. They exist. I think.
So I'm at 8 now.
Yeah.
Goldfish.
Ah, fuck. Yeah, you got this
I'm
in
at
the
9.
bag.
I'm
Yeah.
at 9. Anglerfish. Fuck you.
All right, fine. You can't ask me the same thing. 'Cause
Name 10 birds.
Okay.
Actually, that's easy. Name 20 birds. Fuck you.
Fuck you. I get 10. Fish was easy.
No, it wasn't.
All right. Hummingbird. Dodo bird.
They're extinct.
Eagle. Hawk.
Eagle and hawk are basically the same.
Woodpecker.
Okay.
Seagull. Canadian geese. Pigeon. Dove.
You're at 9.
Parakeet.
Do 20.
Parrot. Pterodactyl.
What the fuck? On a huge technicality.
Chicken. Wait, are you giving me pterodactyl?
You can't have pterodactyl and chicken.
Why can't I have chicken?
They're the same.
Fucking shut the fuck up. No, they're not.
If a pterodactyl is a bird, then a chicken is the same
Are
as a pterodactyl.
Neanderthals and humans the same?
If you were naming hominids, yes.
No, they're not. Shut the fuck up. All right,
I'm not sure that I used the word hominid correctly.
I'll lose pterodactyl. Okay, so chicken, turkey,
You're at 12.
Ferring,
What the fuck is a herring?
All right, maybe that's not real. I don't know. Rooster?
You said chicken.
Fuck. I'm at 13.
Yeah.
Shit, this is hard.
There are so many more birds.
You
You can definitely think of more birds.
Oh, peregrine.
You already...
No, that's a peregrine falcon. That's not the same as a hawk.
You said hawk, eagle, and falcon.
Those are all 3 separate birds. You fucking scumbag.
Kinda.
They're
sure,
different.
Fine.
They're
Fuck
like
you.
neighbors.
I couldn't say shark is a fish, and you can say hawk, falcon, and peregrine,
Well,
and pterodactyl.
Oh, wait, herring. Isn't a herring? No,
A
herring's
herring is a fish.
It's a fish. Oh, what's that fucking tall, skinny one? Fuck, we were looking at them the other day.
Oh, I'll give
throw,
you that.
I'll throw in
give you that.
swan. So I'm at 15 with swan.
I'm gonna give you heron, because that's
They're
very
called
close.
heron. That's what I was
Yeah,
trying to say.
I know.
Okay, 16 heron.
That counts.
Okay.
You can't say
Duck.
I've done you a kindness.
Duck.
You can have a duck.
That's 17.
Even though you already said geese.
No, there's a different.
There is a difference,
Literally different. Okay.
I just feel like you're piggybacking.
Oh, cardinal. Blue jay.
What are you at now?
19. So I just need one more. Fuck you, scumbag.
There's a really obvious one. You're not naming it.
Really? Mm-hmm. Shit. Oh, sparrow? That's 20.
That was not what I thought you were gonna... I was gonna say parrot.
I did say parrot. That was on my list.
You said parakeet.
I said parakeet, parrot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I counted that.
All right, fine.
All
Give
right,
me
so
another
I
category.
got 20 birds. Great. All right.
I don't care that you won the bird game because I won the fish game. I think that's more impressive.
Um,
I want you to do fish, but
it'll have to be maybe a few months from now when I forget all of the fish names.
I bet you already can't name the 10 I named.
Yeah, I fucking can.
Do it.
Name just 10 fish, including ones that you named. Mm-hmm. Okay. Herring. Beta fish. Mm-hmm. Bass.
Ooh, that's a new one.
Dogfish. That's real. Sunfish.
That's real?
Dogfish are little. They're like little sharks, where they look like sharks, but they're small, and they're not
So
really
small
dangerous.
sharks count, but big sharks don't count?
Fuck off. Sunfish. Mm-hmm. That's 5, right? Mm-hmm. Herring.
You already said that.
I said that first. Okay. Rainbow trout. From Twin Peaks. Mm-hmm. Salmon. Mm-hmm. Goldfish. Mm-hmm. Siamese fighting fish. Japanese fighting fish. What are those called?
That's a beta fish.
That's a beta fish?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll take your word for that. Hermit crab?
No.
Fuck. Okay. Shit.
You fucking idiot doesn't know his fish.
Calamari?
That literally, no.
Jellyfish! It has fish in the name, so fuck off. So that's
I don't
9.
know about that. Is a jellyfish a fish?
They're named fish. They are a fucking fish. Yeah, fuck you.
Google it.
No.
Well, you need one more.
No.
You still need one more.
Okay. All right, I got this. I'm trying to think of like seafood menu items.
Calamari.
I know it's an octopus, right? Or squid. I don't even
so.
know.
It's not even a kind of octopus or squid. It's when you eat that. It's like a food.
Right. It's a dish.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. Anchovy.
Fuck you.
Yeah. 10 fish and 20 birds.
Well, you only get a half point for the fish because I did it first.
I named like at least half different fishes than you.
So you only got 5.
Well, I got 20 birds.
Are shrimp a fish?
No. What are you talking about?
Jellyfish? Be honest. Like
Is shrimp?
Forget that you
right.
had a stake in the game. Wait, what were you gonna say?
I thought you said a shrimp a bird. That's what I heard in my head, even though I heard you say fish.
Why would I
I
ask
thought
that?
that's what you... And I was like, shut the
You're like,
fuck
what
up.
the fuck? I don't think that shrimp are a fish, but I feel like an argument could be made. But being
All right,
honest,
I'll Google some stuff. All right.
if you're being transparent, do you really think that a jellyfish is a fish?
All right, I'll Google, are jellyfish fish? Are they? Is a jellyfish a fish?
No. What are they?
It says that they are.
No, it doesn't. What does it say?
They're invertebrates. They're not fish.
So you need another one.
Oh my god, fucking
Aw, poor little idiot. Only knew 4 fish.
No, I can't name any more fish.
You only knew bass and anchovy.
Anchovy. Swordfish.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. They say that RFK, whatever the fuck his name is that his name? RFK Jr.? Mm-hmm. He got mercury poisoning from eating too much swordfish.
Really?
Yeah, that's part of his medical... among the many medical mysteries surrounding him, his brainworm, he also apparently had mercury poisoning.
From eating too much swordfish?
Yeah, that can happen to you. If you have like an only fish diet for too long, you can actually give yourself, you can raise the mercury levels in your body.
Wow.
And yeah. I wonder if that's a myth. Maybe I should Google that. Just fact checking real quick. Can you get mercury poisoning from fish?
I'm glad I got a small. This is the perfect amount of ice cream, to be honest.
Yes. The first word I saw when I Googled was yes, and I didn't read past that. So we're going with that.
Is this like the Northern Lights situation?
Yep, exactly. What do you think of Google's new AI search result thing?
Us.
You're not on the Bluetooth.
Google's new... Oh, I don't like it.
You don't like it, really? I actually really like it.
Did you know that it's wrong a lot of the time?
I mean, ChatGPT is wrong about shit, too. I think that AI search engine shit is, like, just as bad as Wikipedia.
I think
And that, like, if you just take the AI answer at face value, like, you know, you're kind of an idiot.
Yeah, but that's why I find it annoying. Like, I want to go to an AI search engine when I want to use AI, but if I'm just trying to find an answer to something, I don't have to scroll through a bunch of AI-generated content.
Well,
Like,
okay.
fuck off. I don't like it on Facebook or anything either. It's
AI-generated content is dog shit. That sucks. But for Google to just give you a brief ChatGPT blurb when you ask a question, I think that's awesome.
I think it's annoying because a lot of the time it's not right. If it were accurate, it would be awesome.
Well, the more it's in use, the more accurate it will be.
Yeah. But I didn't opt into beta testing.
Well, are you paying for Google?
You're not hearing me.
What? I'm not hearing you what?
It's annoying that that's the first result every time I try to use my browser.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe AI should be like a tab. Like,
yeah, or you can turn it like a Chrome extension. You can turn it on and off.
Okay, fair,
At least until it's good.
That's true. I like it. I don't know if that just makes me like a nerd or something. Like, but you know how there's like popular things that are associated with men or associated with women, like Roman Empire, or like knowing what's that guy's name? The fashion designer that everyone was talking about at that event. Madden or something.
Steve Madden?
Not that. That's too obvious. I don't know. No, not that. That's stupid.
Okay.
Like Elden Ring.
Okay.
Is like supposed. I don't know. You think like AI is one of those things where it's just like some dumb thing that like guys are always talking about?
No.
It's an everyone thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think AI is cool in certain contexts. Like, I use it at my office job a lot, to be honest. Everybody that I know that's my age kind of does that. Not for final drafts, but for, like, feedback on, like, responses and, like, writing templates and stuff. It's very helpful.
You know what's funny? When I was in, like, high school, or perhaps sometime recently after high school, there was this website called Hemingway or something, like Hemingway.com or something.
Yeah.
Where you could copy and paste transcripts of text that you wrote into it, and it would immediately identify every run-on sentence, every jumbled, like, group of words, every wrong punctuation, like everything in your entire text transcript.
Yeah.
And I used to use that all the time, and it's kind of funny because it seems like that was available like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that says.
Well, I guess that's kind of what spell checkers do, right?
Right.
Word, like in Microsoft Word or whatever.
But the whole pitch of this website is that it's like a robot that edits your stories so that it's like you wrote like Ernest Hemingway.
Oh, that's funny.
It was like kind of like obvious, like some dumb gimmicky thing, but kind of reminds me of what ChatGPT is now.
Yeah.
Only, I don't know.
What's that noise?
I think it's just shit bouncing around in my center console and whatnot.
Dude, last night I thought I was going insane. That little sound that was happening.
Yeah, what ended up... I remember we somehow solved it, but I just, like, was only half paying attention while you were investigating it. And then once it went away, I didn't even understand why it went away. I just went to sleep.
Yeah, you were, like, asleep telling me to stop, but, like, also not awake. And I was like,
yeah,
I can't.
I think I was vaguely conscious of the sound that you were upset about.
It was so loud.
But
I was, like...
just was sleeping through it.
I was hyper-fixated on it. I couldn't...
Did you think it was a bug or something?
No, it was just annoying as fuck because it was like a tick, 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 tick sound that was like just loud enough that I couldn't sleep through it. And I couldn't figure out what it was because our AC and our fan were not touching anything. Usually it's like something being moved around by the fan. And then I ended up figuring out it was the canvas that was above our bed. And I don't understand how it was doing that.
Yeah.
Like, I have no idea. And I didn't even take it off the wall. I just moved it a little bit and the noise stopped. So I actually meant to investigate that further and just didn't yet. This is like so boring for the listener. I'm so sorry.
What do you think was more boring, that or us naming 20 fish?
Oh man. Yeah. We're not really doing a great job here. We've been doing a lot of interviews recently, so we felt like you guys might miss us.
Yeah, and also to anybody that has never listened to this before, and this is the first time you're listening, and you were thinking that this might be some kind of news aggregation about arts and culture in Boston, etc., etc. We do that a little bit, but at the end of the day, this show is us two having fun and interviewing people sometimes.
We interview a lot in spurts.
Yeah, we just go through a vibe where we just interview like 5, 6, 7 people or something, and then we're like
only that for like 3 months.
Yeah, and then we're like, nah, that was way too much brain melting. You know what I think of it? I mean, as somebody put it to us one time, they said it's like the interviews are like input where you're like learning something new.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Someone said to us one time. I said this.
No.
This is a me thing. I was gonna get that tattooed.
What?
Input, output?
That isn't what I was going to say. I just happened to say the word input.
What were you gonna say then?
I was going to say that the episodes where we're interviewing people are introducing new concepts to us.
Yeah.
And when we record with just us, it's when we really develop the concepts.
Whoever said that was really smart.
When I tell you who said it, you're going to be like, oh, duh, I remember that conversation. You're going to get input, output tattooed on you? Knuckle tats?
No. Wait. No. I don't know why I thought that might have 4 letters. That was so confusing. No, I did want to get it tattooed because that's how I like to think about my like research and art practices. Like, I think that it's really important to consume and create in equal measure and to be kind of introspective about what your brain and body need. Like, if you're trying to force yourself to make stuff, like whether you're writing essays or like blog posts or making content or art or whatever, and that's all you're doing, you're going to eventually either hit a rut of being absolutely miserable, or even if you're still successfully doing it, you're going to be regurgitating the same concepts and aesthetics because you're not taking anything in. So sometimes you need to take a few weeks and just like absorb things, like watch documentaries or talk to new artists or talk to people you already know that you get a lot of cool information from, or like go to shows or explore new themes and kind of just like soak up new concepts and sit on those for a little while so that you can make something new in your next spurt of output. And I think not being aware of that is not good.
Speaking of that, I feel like that's me right now.
Input or output?
I'm outputting now. Where...
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, where I've spent the last few months just basically, after I put out Let Me Go, the album, the Vocaloid album, and then Art Songs, I kind of was in a bit of a creative cocoon in some ways, but was really, really, really beating to death the audios.
Yeah.
And just making as many fucking videos as I possibly could with all of the audios from all that shit. And then eventually it got to a point where all of the audios, I was suspecting people were getting burned out on them. And I just, I had like fucking 15 weird art videos, a shitload of scribble video. You know what I mean? Like, I just really, really squeezed those to death.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so now that the wait is over, and the new album is coming down the pipes.
Yeah.
And it's going to be live in like the next week or so.
That's very exciting.
It should be, I think it should be the 15th, maybe.
And you just dropped a deck of cards.
Oh, yeah. I'm a little bit unsure of what to do about that yet, because they're essentially made to order. So they're available to people, and that's awesome, and I want people to buy them. So I'm promoting those. But unfortunately, there's a lot of people that are like, hey, like, save one for me. Or like, hey, like, oh, let's meet up so I can grab one.
Oh, but you don't have them.
Yeah, they're made to order, and because it would cost me, and I'm thinking about doing it, maybe buying 25 decks, but that's going to cost me like hundreds of dollars.
Why don't you just tell people they're made to order?
I am, but I feel like it's really just a lot of the older folks in my network that are kind of not understanding that they just need to just order online. They want to like get it from me.
Yeah.
So that's a little tough, right, with the thing, because that's kind of a funny thing about art, or about my art network, is that the most support I get from art purchases from people supporting me directly by buying stuff is almost always from the boomer and up crowd.
Yeah.
Non-pejorative boomer usage of that word, just literally of the baby boomer generation.
I think it's a difficult social thing there too, because I've also experienced that, where like the person wanted to buy from you directly, and usually the stuff that I make I do have in person, which is helpful, but there have been times like that wasn't feasible to do, and I think it can be kind of hard sometimes, because they're sort of like, I feel like part of that ask is like that they want to see you and catch up with you and tell you that they're excited for you. So just saying like just buy it online is like, can be maybe perceived as dismissive, even though it's not intended that way.
That's true. There's a lot of, also, this is like, it's kind of funny because we've learned a lot about the art world and the world of fundraising in the past couple years, I feel like, more than I ever expected to know. Speaking vaguely, I guess, but it's kind of funny because in my experience, I don't want to say this because I feel like this is a little bit like exposing a little bit, but like when you do sell art, a lot of the times, a lot of people expect a song and a dance with the art purchase, in the sense that when they're buying a piece of art from you, they want FaceTime and for you to be there and to talk to them and to tell them about it and to spend hours selling the thing to them and delivering it to them, and like, there's like a lot that goes into selling a piece to somebody.
Yeah.
Where like people don't want to buy it if they think it's just like a credit card swipe and then they have the item and you disappear and they never even get to talk to you. Then they're probably not going to buy it. Oh, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I don't know. It's just interesting that like,
It is interesting.
about like it's really, I guess what I'm saying is that it's really hard to promote a print on demand or made to order product when people really want something from you, so they want something more than the art, which is justified, if they're, I mean, okay, I think I'll cut that little part out of the episode.
Sorry.
It's okay. Something funny happened that I had to cut out, and that's okay. All right, sorry to the listener, because you definitely just went through a jumble of cuts
It's
in the
turmoil
conversation.
for you. I'm so sorry.
because there's like 3 different things that or something that had to be cut there. Anyway.
No, I totally hear what you're saying though. I think it's good that you have people that want to get that like FaceTime with you, like that support you as an individual. But it definitely can be a little tricky when you have something where logistically, like you don't, like if you don't have the funds to pay up front to buy those things so that you have them in person just to have them on hand, like when you're using a print-on-demand service, it can be hard because you don't want to like, or I mean, maybe not you specifically, but like if I were in that position, I wouldn't want to reject people from being like no, just buy it online, because that sounds like harsh, or like you don't care that they want to like meet up with you or like have coffee with you or something. But you also can't really be expected, if it's not already part of the plan, to just buy a shit ton of them just in case somebody wants to do that, you know?
Yeah, because the thing is with the printer too is that the price changes depending on how many you order.
Yeah.
And even if but it doesn't really change enough. And the reason that it worked when I did the tarot deck years ago is because it was crowdfunded.
Right.
So
you had a flat rate.
So I had the money to do that.
That's what I mean. Like you had a flat rate you could put down to buy a bunch of them.
Yeah. So right.
Like you have the funds for that.
But yeah, I might eventually do it because I went in, I did some math and was thinking about it, and it would really be around the same price as if you got t-shirts printed full color from a professional printer and got like a batch of them. That's the type of numbers that we're looking at here with the cards.
Yeah.
And I just need to really think about it before I do that to decide if that's actually worth it.
Yeah.
So, because it's also tough because you can't really sell a deck of fucking poker cards for like $40. That's a little, even if there's fancy special artist playing cards, it's like, like what are we doing here? I don't want to be trying to fucking rip people off or something.
Yeah.
But tarot decks, that is an average price.
Yeah.
Tarot can go anywhere from $30 to like $100 for different decks and editions and box sets and this and that. Tarot is a different market, but playing cards you can buy for fucking 50 cents for God's sake,
Yeah. Well, it's tough too because people get like attached to their tarot deck. Like I carry mine with me everywhere.
Yeah, it's a very different thing.
So yeah, like you could replace your playing cards. It like doesn't matter.
Yeah.
As much, but maybe people will feel differently if it's art cards. You got a really good response from the drop.
And it's funny because all those years ago, many people told me when I dropped the tarot cards, they were like, I'd totally buy them if they were just playing cards. Because they were like, I just don't really know what's up with the tarot. There's some people. How there's like some people that are completely normal, regular people, but they're just also like sketched out by Ouija boards. Is that you?
Dude, oh my God.
No offense to anybody sketched out by Ouija boards.
My friend is having a party this weekend, and there's going to be a Ouija board there, and I was like, I've never used one. Like,
really? Not even when you were a kid?
No.
So, you too scared?
I mean, I wasn't really, but it's been so long that part of me is like, what if? Like, what if the devil just shows up? I don't believe in that, but like, it's still, I don't know. After you've avoided something for like 28 years, it's like, ugh.
Back when I was when I was a drug-addled alcoholic teenager, I went through like a satanic ghost phase kind of deal.
Nice.
When I was doing that, and I used to do Ouija board stuff all the time, and I would get my friends to do like, we would try to create just the most scary circumstances possible. Like where one time we were in and like this old, literally the one we're about to drive by, this old ass cemetery with the Revolutionary War graves and shit.
What are you doing to me, dude?
We were like in the cemetery at like 3 a.m. doing fucking a Ouija board.
You never catch me doing that.
Well, I think that I was like mentally ill, and there was a little bit of me that was like, what if it's real? I hope it's real. But no offense to anybody listening, but It's just not fucking real.
Maybe you weren't mentally ill.
It's just not. Oh yeah,
It's
I was
just
just possessed by demons and shit, and that's why I was all fucking. I was losing my fucking mind. It was just a demon forcing me to drink Rubinoff and Four Locos and steal medicine from. Never mind. We're going too deep here.
A little too dark. No, you know what?
For any new listeners, I am in recovery and been sober for over a decade. Just to be explicit. What were you gonna say? Sorry.
You don't have to.
I just don't want people that don't know us to think that I'm like that I'm whatever. I just want to actually be clear that I'm doing a bit of gallows humor about my own life right now. So fuck off.
It's okay. I think it came across as gallows humor.
Cool.
You're good. When I was a kid, there was a family friend who actually told my mom when she was a teenager that he had used a Ouija board when he was younger, and that he got possessed by a demon, and that he never got the demon out. And the guy's like a fucking creep. So it's always in the back of my head that I'm like, I don't believe in demons or anything, but I do, like, I don't not believe in ghosts, if that makes sense. So it's like, it's just a little spooky. But I don't really think that it's real. I just have never done it. And I'm gonna be like a huge baby at the party this weekend. Like, if anybody fucks with me at all, I'm gonna scream.
Yeah.
And I know they're gonna.
Yeah. Like, I think that alright, we're gonna do a little bit of dark theology talk here, but like,
oh my god, what?
I think that belief in demons and ghosts and Ouija boards and stuff is similar to belief and practice of like religious ecstasy, speaking in tongues, modern day prophets. Like, to me, it feels like the same thing. Where I'm just like, no, I don't buy it. Like, I just feel like the people that are like really fully into it. Maybe I'm being offensive. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with like believing in angels and guardian angels and spirits of loved ones in heaven and this and that. Like, that's great, and I'm into that. But if we're talking about like a poltergeist is like in this old photo and the mirror's haunted and it's killing me and making me mentally ill.
Yeah.
That's no, dude. I'm not about that life.
But what if? What if it was true and then nobody believed you? You'd be fucked.
You know, it's something that used to... You know how like you get scared when you're like in the hallway at night and it's dark and you run back to the room really fast because you're scared that the monster's going to get you or
Both
something?
Both of us last night.
Yeah, I do that. I do that all the time. But also, something that I actually used to think about this when I was a kid, but eventually I realized, like, okay, if there's really something there that's going to get me, I'm going to die and it won't matter, or it's fake and it doesn't matter. So
see, I kind of feel differently
there's
about
that. It's like,
because I feel like if I died, it would matter.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be there to know that you died.
I wouldn't be there to live either.
Yeah, but you wouldn't know, like...
That assumes that you just die instantly.
Yeah, that's true. That's a big plot hole in this.
Yeah, also, I still care if I die. That's not a great way to convince me.
I care if I die, too.
There are so many other ways to convince me not to be afraid of demons and ghouls, besides who cares if you die. That's not a great way to pitch this. For the record, I don't actually think anything's gonna happen. I feel like, deer in the road, deer in the road, deer in the road, deer in the road, deer in the road.
I see him. Hi, little guy. How are you? Is there more deer in the summer?
They're all babies. I think that they just don't know about roads yet.
Because that's the second one we've seen today, and we don't exactly live in, like, the bush or anything.
Well, it's nighttime on a road where there's probably not a lot of cars.
That's true.
And there are woods all around us right now.
Man, it would fucking suck to hit a deer.
I never have, thank God.
Me neither, knock on wood.
I've come close a couple times. Like, there was that time that we were driving to Buffalo, and we were on that long straight strip of highway for a really long time, and a deer just ran out in the middle of the road, and I almost crashed the car. It saved us, though.
Good job.
And little brother. We're driving with Noah, and he was like 17 at the time. And instantly, he's like, "You're not supposed to swerve if you see a deer." Like, we hadn't even gotten back in the lane yet. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. I just saved our lives. We're going like 70. Like, we could not have hit it head on and been fine. I know technically it's what you're supposed to do, but it worked out fine.
That's probably why having a tall car is so much better than having a sedan.
That's actually true. That is the reason, because you're better off safety-wise.
Yeah.
But I have a very small car, and my windshield is also, like, pitched back, kind of. I just feel like it would be really bad if something landed on it. Like, it would smash into my lap because my car is so small. I don't even remember if we were in my car for that, though. Weren't we in the Altima?
Oh, yeah, we were.
I don't remember what the windshield was like in the Altima. But...
All right. I think it was partly my fault, but this conversation has gone too macabre. We've gone from, like, death, drugs, ghosts, demons, crashing into deer.
Should we go back to fish?
Maybe we could do another game. But or maybe more like, it's kind of funny that me talking about my art led us to this, I think. I think I led us to this.
Hold on, let's trace our steps backwards. I don't think you did.
We were talking about tarot cards.
Tarot cards.
And then that
Ouija
transitioned
boards.
to Ouija boards.
And then I was talking about the party this weekend.
Yeah, and then my mind went to all kinds to,
You have
Interesting.
been... Yeah.
Are you about to tell me that I've been very negative recently? What? Have I been really negative?
No, just today. It seems like you've been stressed out today. Not like in a bigger picture way, just like when I first got home, you were talking to me about what we would do if someone took a knife and tried to stab you and shoot you on the train tracks.
We did have a long debate about that.
Whether or not you should be concerned about that.
Whether or not I should be concerned about assailants and bandits and roving marauders.
I would like to highlight the fact that in that conversation, you thought that you'll just die was not a good response. That was my stance on the roving marauders thing.
Well, no. I was saying that when you're talking about being scared of a ghost or something, it would be with the implication that if you were attacked by a supernatural demon, you would have no way of fighting it, right? How would you do that?
I have a response to this, but I feel like it's going to bring us back down a macabre road.
Fuck
so
it, do it.
No,
hit it.
No,
give me the.
No.
Okay.
No,
Fine.
I think we should change the subject. I think as soon as assailants entered the chat, we are getting too dark.
Assailants have entered the chat. All right. Well, but yeah, no. To go back a little bit, what were you gonna say? You just sighed like I cut you off, and you're mad at me now.
Oh no, I was just taking a deep breath.
Oh, just a little deepy.
You ever a little deepy? Sometimes, do you ever just like realize that you're holding your breath and you have to breathe again?
Yeah.
I was just doing that for some reason. Ooh, transit police.
But yeah, no. So the album's out, 26 songs. The theory behind this one was that people didn't really like Let Me Go as an album, I think, the Vocaloid album. Like, it was commercially not viable or successful really at all.
I liked it.
Me too. And Art Songs for Kids and Teens was cool, and people liked it. And a few of the songs were kind of runaway songs. But the rest of it, I think, was too... Like, one, it was a kid's album, so that eliminated, like, 90% of people who would listen to it.
Yeah.
Would you drop something?
I forgot that I put my rings right here while we were parked, and they just fell down. I don't know where they are.
Oh, we'll find them. I'm sorry.
I can't forget that they're down there.
But Art Songs was, like, too much a kid's album and too much content. Like, so...
So it wasn't, like, things people were listening to on Spotify?
Yeah, so this one essentially is I've tried to blend and AstroTurf the promotion and content aspects into it more seamlessly so that it's still directly openly engineered to be content, but it's blended a little better so that people listening to it outside of the context of internet reels and TikToks would just feel like it's just a song. So there's that. But yeah, I guess it's just like trying to, It's kind of interesting because there's an element of illusion with all of this where I feel like I tried to just make full-blown core content music.
Yeah.
Like just internet, like whatever. And people like it, but I just I'm not sure about its long-term viability as a song. You know, because like who the fuck, like, I don't know, like nobody's out there listening to jingles on their Spotify playlist. And people that only listen to like soundtracks and shit, maybe people who would like soundtracks might be into that kind of thing. But that's also too niche for it to make sense, I feel like. So
you gotta make some like jingle jangles.
yeah, like you ever like eat a food or something? I don't know what I'm trying. What am I trying to say? Like, you know when you get a coffee and they didn't mix it enough? And you take a sip of it and you just drink a bunch of like milk and no coffee because it wasn't really mixed.
I don't drink coffee.
Well, that's
Village.
Yeah, that's what I feel like I did with the last albums.
You didn't mix it?
I mixed it.
You put milk in it?
Yeah, exactly. I just think that the Vocaloid album was it was a little bit too avant-garde. And it had a little too much. Like, I think I just made a lot of rookie mistakes on that album that I wouldn't make now.
Okay.
And so I think it's a little bit I think it's a little denser and harder to listen to. Like, you have to commit harder to get through it. And Art Songs is literally kids' content. It's content in kids' music format.
Yeah.
So, I mean, as cool as it is, it's not exactly like...
I know someone who listens to it all the time.
Who, Little Rito?
Little Rito.
That's like literally how I know that I did something right with those, is that the only baby I know loves Scribble.
And he scribbles when he hears it.
Yeah, he does a little scribble dance with his hands.
Yeah. He's so cute.
That is literally like, that is like, that just makes you feel good in a way that not many other things can make you feel good.
You know what was so funny? You know the story already, but I'm going to pretend you don't so I can tell it.
Okay.
Your sister coming over and saying that Reed asked for your brother's album, for her to put your brother's album on Spotify.
Right.
If everybody has albums on Spotify he can just listen to.
Yeah, for context, my brother does not make music or do music ever. He's just a regular guy that, like... So, it's funny because he's been surrounded by so much music and singing and fun and that type of thing that he doesn't know that that's something you have to learn.
He just brings the guitar over to anybody near him and asks them to play.
Exactly. But really only like 2 or 3 people he knows how to play an instrument. So it's like he's just such a sweet little guy. Just the purest a soul can be.
He lives in a universe where everyone rides a motorcycle and has a band.
Yeah. But in a cute way, not in like a tough guy way.
Yeah, just like you're just really cool.
Oh, I love that little guy.
He just thinks everybody is so cool.
Anyway, but yeah, so things are looking pretty good on the music front, and on the content stuff, I started a bulk of it today, and I made like 6 different videos that are going to go out once the album goes out. And the content and the music is already 100 times better than all of the shit that I made during, 4 little pieces of paper, scribble, weird art. Everything's already better than how that went, so hopefully people like it.
That's exciting.
I think that it's, because like I don't know. I'm a big like throw the baby out with the bathwater by accident person, where like I learned one thing that's cool, like, oh, people really like when I do this, and then I'm like I don't know, and then I just completely fucking change everything that everyone liked and just do something that nobody likes. And I didn't do that with this album, I think.
Good.
Boston Art Podcast is an independent DIY production by Brian Huntress and Theodora Earthworms. The information contained in this episode represents the views and opinions of the original creators or our guests, and does not represent any institution, organization, or business. Find us on Instagram at Boston Art Podcast and tune in for a new episode every Friday. Thank you for listening.